The man opened the car door only to find a weird egg sitting inside. And not only did it keep getting bigger, but it actually hatched into a frog that hopped away. At the same time, the fleeing Giorno also ran into some trouble. He was targeted by Leaky Eye Luca, who ran this turf. Just because he kept fighting even after getting stabbed in the face with a knife, he was left with a lingering condition, where his eye would constantly tear up even though the wound had healed. Upon finding out Giorno was only 15 years old, Leaky Eye Luca literally laughed out of pure anger. He couldn't believe someone so young dared to break the rules, actually doing business on his turf without paying protection money. But when he opened Giorno's wallet, he found there was only a picture of Cleopatra inside, and other than that he really didn't have a single dime. And right at that moment, the frog that just left the car hopped right onto Giorno. His refusal to follow the order to swat the frog away completely ignited Luca's fury. After all, nobody before this had ever dared to refuse him twice in a row. Ignoring Giorno's warnings, he just swung his shovel right down at him. But the very next second, the frog safely poked its head out from under the shovel, and any attack launched against it would bounce right back onto the attacker exactly as it was, costing the opponent their life. As everyone knows, guys with a star on their neck are absolute forces you don't want to mess with. After the frog turned back into Koichi's suitcase, he turned around and casually walked away. Koichi tracked the black-haired man's whereabouts using the address on the photo, never expecting to run into Giorno having his afternoon tea. After finding out his luggage had already been sold for cash, Koichi decided there was absolutely no way he was letting Giorno get away this time. The intense gravity made him realize the car didn't just simply break down earlier. The guy in front of him was also a stand user.
Gold experience! 生まれろ、生命よ、新しい命よ。
Realizing something was wrong, Koichi quickly went up to check, only to find that Giorno had actually vanished into thin air. Then, he noticed the tree next to him was still growing, and Giorno was clinging right onto it. Koichi wanted to keep him there, but suffered a backlash from the attack, leaving him no choice but to watch helplessly as Giorno climbed up onto the roof. After figuring out what happened, Koichi quickly relayed the news to Jotaro. The black-haired teenager in the photo goes by the name Giorno Giovanna in Italy. The guy is also a stand user, and his ability seems to be reflecting an opponent's attack right back at them.
彼の父親って、丈太郎さんと彼は何か関係あるんですか？
彼の父親は私が殺した。名前はディオ・ブランド。
Anyway, it is highly likely that dangerous things are going to happen around Giorno. Unsurprisingly, Jotaro's words came true. A guy with two little buns on his head had already set his sights on Giorno. The second he got in the car, he claimed he could tell if someone was lying just from their sweat. This guy's name was Bucciarati, and he was the one ordered to investigate Leaky Eye Luca's cause of death. Although there was no direct evidence, he learned from the airport security that Giorno had been spotted nearby. Facing Bucciarati's questions, Giorno used his strong mental fortitude to brush off the suspicion. Watching Bucciarati walk away, he finally noticed there seemed to be something weird in the palm of his hand. But right then, Bucciarati came back again. He purposely brought Luca's right eye, just to test Giorno.
この味は嘘をついてる味だぜ。ジョルノ・ジョバーナ。